What is up, guys? My name is Nash and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about what stocks to buy if Joe Biden becomes president. So now Trump is president and we know what stocks are going up. So there's really no point in talking about, what stocks to go up if Trump wins. We already know what stocks are going up and they've been doing really good. So the only topic that's left is what's going to happen if Joe Biden was to win this election. This is going to be based on some of Joe Biden's policies. And just a little disclaimer, this is not a political video. I don't like putting politics on the internet. But if you want to talk politics, feel free to follow me on Instagram and you can DM me and we could talk, politics all day. This is gonna mainly focus on how some of his policies are gonna affect the stock market, right? And the way I want to structure this video is I want to categorize these stocks by industry. So I'm not gonna give you individual stocks because that would be thousands of those stocks and the video would be like 10 hours. So I'm gonna give you an example for each industry, and from there you can do your own research to find which companies you want to invest in. All right, so the first industry is gonna be the electric vehicle industry. So this is an industry that's been doing really well in 2020. The best example will be Tesla, and a lot of people believe that this industry is in a bubble right now. But if you look at some of Joe Biden's policies, you're gonna see that he promises to give more incentives to the EV industry, which is really cool because this industry is already doing pretty well right now. So that might include tax breaks and stuff like that, just a bunch of incentives in order for them to be able to develop. And another example that I can think of right now is going to be Workhorse. I recently found out about this stock. I think it's a pretty good one. So those are my two main examples that I have right now. There's obviously a lot of companies in the EV industry, new companies, and there's Tesla, which is kind of like, it's been in the industry for a while now. All right, so the next industry is going to be the cannabis industry. Biden is in favor of legalizing cannabis or weed, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to give a boost to a bunch of those companies that are in the cannabis industry. So you can see that when there was news about Biden possibly supporting the legalization of cannabis, you saw that almost all the weed stocks went up. They saw a little jump in the market. But now imagine if Biden was to win, how much would they go up by? It's going to be a pretty good growth. So some examples would be Canopy Growth, which is probably one of the most popular ones that a lot of people invest in. And then I just looked up some other ones here. So another one is Aurora Cannabis. And then you also have Tilray and you have Kronos Group. There's a bunch of them. Go ahead and look them up online. I think this is a great industry to get into before it's legalized in the US, because the US has a huge market, So if this was to be legalized in the entire country, you'd see like insane revenues, and that means stock prices are going to go up. All right, so the last industry is going to be infrastructure. So if you've been watching the debates that have been going on, or the speeches and stuff like that, so if he wins, there's a possibility that he'll allocate more investments into infrastructure, which means he might be improving the roads, the buildings, stuff like that. So some companies in this industry include, let's see what we have here. So I don't really know much about this industry, but I did some research and I have a list of companies here. All right, so we have companies like Brookfield, we have American Tower, we have just a bunch of companies. I'm gonna put some on the screen on there. So I think that's another great industry. There's obviously more industries that would benefit if Joe Biden was to win the presidency. You'd have to read all of his policies to kind of like have an idea, but I think those were kind of like the main ones that he talks about all the time. So I think those are gonna be the three different industries that would greatly benefit if Joe Biden was to become the president. And some of these industries, like you saw, like the EV industry, you're gonna see that it's doing pretty well right now. It's doing really, really well. Tesla is reaching record highs, and I just imagine what it would do if, there was a president who is in favor of giving, the EV industry a bunch of incentives, right? That's going to allow them to expand, make more money, and then the stock prices are just going to skyrocket. And you also have, the cannabis industry, and I feel like a lot of people have just been waiting on, whenever it's legalized, I feel like a lot of people are just holding on to their cannabis stocks. And as soon as it's legalized, they're going to make a lot of money. So I might need to get some of those stocks because some of those companies are great regardless of, Joe Biden winning the election or not. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you want to add anything to this or if I missed anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.